Hello, my name's Cliff Maag, and this is Reid Shippen, friend of mine from Nashville, a 9-time Grammy Award-winning engineer, and this is the PREQ4. It's the Maag. Let me explain a few things about it that will help you to understand how it works and what is special and different about this microphone preamp. There's 65 dB of gain, which is great when you're working with ribbon mics, and also it's great when you're working with dynamic mics as well. The thing that it has the regular features that most mic pre's have: phase shift, the pad, roll off, and 48 volts, etc. The thing that's unique and different about it is the Airband. The Airband has set frequencies from, and it's a boost-only shelf with a broad band coming up on the shelf, but it's different than you would think. Generally, when you would think that you would kick in a shelf with a preamp, it would become kind of a hiss or an edgy kind of a sounding shelf. This, because of how the circuit is done and the way it reacts inside the preamp, is not. And so when you boost at 2.5K, for instance, it's not going to just become edgy automatically. When you get out to 10, where I use it a lot just to open up the sound of a vocal, 10 or 20K, and you boost the gain, it adds the clarity and the high end and the smoothness that I'm looking for in a preamp. Also, all of the switches are detented switches, and so you can return back to any setting you had on an artist, whether it be a vocalist, guitar, or whatever you're cutting it on. And now I'll just turn the time over to Reid to talk about places that he's used it.
Well, I mean, this is pretty simply my favorite solid-state preamp right now. It's really quiet, like Cliff was saying, and the thing that's most amazing about it is the Airband allows you to crank a ton of high-end sources without things getting essy or spitty, which I find eminently useful. It is by far, hands down, my favorite ribbon mic preamp on the planet. I use it constantly on all of my ribbon mics. It's fantastic to be able to take a vintage ribbon mic and crank up the gain and then open the Airband. It opens up the top end of it like it was a condenser microphone, but it still has all the great characteristics of a ribbon. It's fantastic on vocals, in my opinion. I mean, I use it on just about everything that I'm not using a vintage mic pre on. I'm using the Maag stuff, so I just think it's fantastic.
This was a quick look at the Maag Audio PREQ4.
If you have any other questions, just contact your Sweetwater sales engineer.